This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to
Jesus, yeah. Conan the Barbarian. That is what we are choosing.
That's your pick.
That is my pick.
That's your pick, by the way.
Excuse me.
I would never pick this.
My pick. Yes, well...
I do pick it because I'm a big fan of the Arnold, so we're moving on. 1982.
So, 1982. Conan the Barbarian. Great movie. Fun, fantasy-driven.
Why do you like it so much?
As a kid, what I liked about Conan was the medieval fantasy aspect. I loved swords, shields, axes, all of that thing. I loved that Viking-esque feel. Very, like, Scandinavish, Viking type, my type, if you will.
Your people.
My people, indeed. They are my people. Screw Travis Fimmel. Just kidding, Travis, if you're listening.
Shade.
Just kidding. Vikings was all right.
But you were definitely a Viking in a former life.
Oh, yeah, I was. Oh, yeah, wrong time. I was born in the wrong time. Yeah, I really do love this movie. I think it was really greatly written. We watched the extended version, but I like the theatrical version a lot better. I think it brings Arnold to his... with Terminator, when he didn't do any talking really until it was necessary. That's what the theatrical version of this movie was about. It was about him just pretty much talking when needed to.
He had charisma.
He did.
Yeah,
and his,
a presence.
Just his body movements. Exactly.
Yeah, and when we watched the extended version, I zoned out a lot. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad we kind of revisited the movie and kind of just fast forward through the stuff that really wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that my view of the movie has changed, but there are certain aspects that I have a better understanding of the film, which I didn't have any knowledge of the movie at all, except for the Universal stage show.
Oh, I don't know about the stage show.
Well, my mom took us to Universal Studios all the time growing up because it was cheaper than Disneyland.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much down the street from where I grew up, but it opened in 1983.
So was this Florida or was this LA?
LA.
Okay.
Universal Studios Hollywood, 1983 to 1993. I tried calling my mom and asking her about it, but she remembered something, but not. I was kind of hoping for a fun family.
Walk down memory lane.
Well, yeah,
thing.
walk down memory lane, but she's like, I don't know, just go on Google. And...
Just Google it.
All right, Mom, fine.
Solves all of your problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Google.
But funny story, there was an actor, he was a Woody Woodpecker character.
Please tell me he was Conan.
No, he was Woody Woodpecker, and he had the hugest crush on my mom that he would, like, follow us in his Woody Woodpecker costume.
Jesus Christ.
I know, it was really creepy. But I did go on YouTube and I looked up the show. I watched the 1992 version because that, as soon as I saw like the thumbnail for it, I remembered it right away. Like the stage, it was very much like the movie. There were a couple added things that I don't really remember. I don't remember anything that has to do with the dragon.
A dragon. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the curtain was like a waterfall curtain.
Ooh.
It was really cool. And it was very Universal to a T. Stunt shows, a lot of stage combat, which you would love.
It's live. A 20-minute sword and sorcery spectacular that puts you within inches of all of this. The Adventures of Conan.
I'm appalled.
I know.
That I wasn't a part of it.
I'm sorry.
I am.
I know you would be a little...
I'm bummed. I'm
Bummed.
bummed. But anywho, that is awesome. I wish they would have kept that. Like, why would you get rid of that? That just sounds so awesome to me.
Well, that's what they're doing nowadays.
Is Waterworld still going around? I don't even know.
Yes.
It's still going?
Yeah.
Going strong? Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good for you, Waterworld.
Yeah, but also, like, Universal back then, it was family oriented, but it was actually catered to adults. Only a couple things that were really just for kids. Anyway, that's my only experience with Conan is the stage show and the actors in the costumes looking very statuesque and...
So this is popping your Conan cherry.
Pretty much.
Good.
Will you be the one to pop my Conan cherry?
I already did.
That's right. I don't remember. It happened so fast.
I have that effect. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. We're going to do the question segment on the movies, yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know you have questions.
So many questions.
Well, I have questions, but also things about the movie that definitely popped out and made me question it and made me kind of do that, okay, this is stupid, or why? Why are they doing this?
So, start with your questions.
Well,
Hit me.
you know, first it's because it's in the 80s and like 1982. It really gave me 80s music video vibe, but like MTV didn't start until like 1981, so it's like it came around the birth of music videos. So maybe Conan kind of gave the musicians and bands ideas to do those music videos.
This was 82, so maybe.
I got a lot of video vibes.
Video vibes?
Yeah. Well, not in the beginning. Conan's a little boy. This group of, what are they?
They're like snake cultists.
Snake cultists.
Yeah.
Okay. And James Earl Jones is the leader, right?
Yeah.
My God. His hair.
Yeah.
Can we talk about his hair for a second?
Talk about his hair. Talk about him.
The rest of his group, like, they had that time period hair where it was long, unkempt, messy, but his was sleek, shiny, and chic. Very chic. He had the best styling tools out there, and it had no effect with the weather. So that was a little weird to me. And also his costume, it was all black, got a Vader vibe.
Yeah.
Very
Vader.
very Vader. But he he does this turn. Like I don't know, I think he's either looking at Conan's mom, but he like looks at her, turns his shoulder like he's doing maybe it's Maybelline commercial, and then he does something.
Cuts her head.
Chops her head off. Yeah. So stylish.
Exactly, yeah. So, to the rebuttal. So, for me...
It was very drag.
Thulsa Doom, you're a drag queen.
Bringing you live
But
to the
I
stage,
think you could
Thulsa
say-
Doom.
So you could say, with his look, yeah, everybody else was like unkept, whatever. But for me, it was very slick, it was very chic. It was showing that he was more upper class.
He had status.
Yeah, like he was more upper class. Like, if you will, I think...
But he was the only one.
To compare it to, I'd say, let's say that he was like the last Targaryen. Like, that's probably what they were going with the blue eyes, the long hair. It's almost like he was his own race, and he's the only one left.
Okay.
And he's pretty much known as an immortal throughout the whole film.
And the people that were just in the beginning that were with him were just his followers.
Yeah, they're just followers.
They were doing his bidding.
Yeah.
Which is why they were dirty, because they were doing all the dirty work.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'd say, yeah. That's what I got from it.
So Conan is motherless, fatherless, peopleless.
Yeah, he wiped out his entire village.
And they capture him. See, and I had issues. So they kill all the men, they kill all the women, but they take the children for slaves.
Yeah.
Why kids?
Maybe because kids can't fight back.
Yeah, but they're little, they're tiny, they can barely do anything. At least with the guys or women, they can at least do something. Like, I don't mean to sound mean, but it's like the kids, they're useless.
Yeah. So the thought to that would be, I just keep going back to maybe because they fight back. But the kids, you can groom them into what you want them to be if they're young enough.
Okay.
Groom them to be whatever.
But they groomed Conan to push a...
Well, it's the Wheel of Pain.
But apparently, the Wheel of Pain gives you a rockin' bod.
Well, I'm doing everything wrong. We're going to get a Wheel of Pain in the backyard because...
We're going to have to, because
I
I don't know what they were feeding him to, but it was a lot of protein. But we get to, now he's Arnold.
Yeah.
So he's what, like a teenage?
So he went from level 1 to now he's at, let's say, level 5.
Okay.
In the D&D world, if you will.
That's a big jump.
It is. He has the...
Couple quests he had to accomplish.
He becomes a gladiator.
That's right.
Type guy. They
find...
He gets big enough that the redhead, Ginger Snap, we'll call him. He decides, well, hell, I'm going to go use him as a fight. If he dies, he dies.
And he gets money, I'm sure.
Yeah. That dude, I'm sure, put bets on him because he kept fighting him. He won the first fight against Dragon Fang, or whatever the hell.
Cool. I'll believe it.
Yeah. So, and then they start treating him
a little better, I guess.
Yeah. Like he started, in a way, living like a king. I mean, shit, he's pushing a wheel for his entire childhood, teenage, teach up until his adulthood.
So
and now he's finally got a purpose. He's living.
He has a good gig.
Yeah.
Not a
got
bad life.
Got a very good gig. Very
Yeah.
bad. Not at all.
Yeah, because they were...
He gets food, women. All he's got to do is kill a guy.
And a couple books.
Yeah, he was reading. They were teaching him a little bit of how to read. Doesn't really go anywhere with it. He's got an 8 intelligence,
Pretty
if you
much.
will.
So that's where I got confused with, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Well, at least you can. He can.
Well, he tried.
He did.
Points
He did
for trying.
He did try.
Yeah, good job. Golf claps for Conan.
So,
He then escapes. Or no.
the guy let him, Ginger Snap let him go.
Ginger Snap let him go.
Yeah.
So he's the pimp with the heart of gold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gator.
Gators bitches better be using Jimmy's. Ginger Snaps bitches better be using Jimmy's. Looking at you, Conan.
Lambskin.
Better be using lambskin.
For that time period.
Better be using lemons.
So he runs away and finds, I'm going to call her Joan Jett.
Who's Joe Jett?
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett?
Yeah.
Who's Joan Jett?
80s singer.
Oh.
Anyway. I say Joan Jett because she has this 80s... She looks like an 80s music video. Loincloths and...
Fire.
frickin' fire and her little... Come in, it's warm. I'm so not gonna try to fuck you.
Warm yourself by my fire.
Yeah. But...
Sure, why not? I'll come in.
Yeah. Duh. He's only a man, damn it. But... She does this crawling by the fire. She spills a little salt. Oops, that's bad luck. Better toss it over my shoulder. And she had like no reaction. It was just...
I
okay.
loved Arnold's though, just like,
What the hell is that?
Yeah, he was so
Jesus.
He was hypnotized. And
Yes.
then they
start getting dirty.
start getting down and dirty.
Yeah.
And I have to say, that sex scene was probably the most relatable sex scene I've ever seen on film. TV shows, movies, they really don't depict sex scenes real. It's just he slides in effortlessly and she's already coming.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, yes. But she was like, her eyes were like turning back. She was making these horrible like sounds, and I was like, that's how I do it. Like it was so me. Like it's so freaking real.
That is so Samantha. of you.
That's such a Samantha thing
Such
to
a
do.
Samantha thing
Like
to
no,
say.
she was better than Samantha. Kim Cattrall, I love you, but witch lady, perfect.
Yeah.
Like even the shape shifting of the face,
Uh-huh.
relatable.
Right.
And then Conan's face was very confused.
Yeah.
So that sex scene, yeah,
Very relatable.
yeah,
I thought so too. His face.
scared.
Am I hurting you?
Yeah.
Are you okay? I know I'm a big fella, but
I got this. Stop talking. Don't talk.
And then she doesn't.
And then
he busts a nut before she finishes.
Of course.
And then grows the fangs.
He always comes first.
And starts.
Bullshit.
Starts fucking freaking out.
2
and I-
minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven.
But then
So
she
then he throws her in the fire.
does he? Or
He
she?
threw her in the fire. She's
Oh,
like,
that's right.
She's like digging her
She
nails
turns
into him.
Yeah, and then she turns into like some weird creature, like
like a
with fangs and shit, and throws her into the fire.
Dear God.
Like, I'm done with you. Get out.
I'm not about to hear your women antics today. Get away from me. Go!
And he tosses her in the flames.
Yeah.
And then she comes out like a will-o'-the-wisp. She just will-o'-wisps out of the fire and starts riding around the walls.
Laughing her ass off.
Laughing her ass off. Yeah.
2-minute Conan.
So then they leave. I mean, she leaves. And then he follows. So that's about that. And then he meets Subutai, the Mongolian, even though I don't remember what he is, but he's pretty much a Mongol. Let's just call him a Mongol, what they said he was in the movie. But he meets his little friend, Subutai. And then they journey on.
They go to a town.
They go there. They get drunk.
Conan punches a camel.
He got his way.
I don't get that.
Probably just to show that he was strong.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, to show that he was strong and that
I
he was
don't
a horrible
know.
thief.
That poor camel.
Subutai says it best. He goes, "You are a horrible thief.
I don't care.
You are a horrible thief."
But I did get a big D&D vibe. I got, okay, let's go into the town. Let's get supplies. Let's eat. Let's
That's what you need for
have
every journey.
some fun time.
You gotta rest or you get exhaustion.
Exactly.
Oh.
And then there's like a snake tower.
Yeah, that's the cult. So in the beginning, they're just a little thing. They probably weren't even really a cult at that point. They were pretty much just raiders. It was almost like they were running around around, just and like what they were saying in the beginning, they were like, we don't know what they wanted. They were just raiding villages to pretty much raid villages. Did they want steel? Did they want anything? I don't know.
So they were still growing as a cult.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. And they made a base at the town.
Well, they had towers everywhere.